Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Disaster hits Bola Ahmed Tinubu's camp as Deji Adeyanju reveals alleged plan to sell Nigeria, says Tinubu sold Lagos. Disaster hits Bola Ahmed Tinubu's camp as Deji Adeyanju reveals alleged plan to sell Nigeria, says Tinubu sold Lagos. So my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, stay tuned as I read today's news. Deji Adeyanju on Thursday alleged that APC chieftain Bola Ahmed Tinubu sold Lagos State and now is planning to sell Nigeria if he is allowed to become the president of Nigeria in 2023. Sahara reporters revealed that Deji Adeyanju made his statement days after the APC chieftain declared interest in contesting the 2023 presidential election. Despite the big allegations made by Deji Adeyanju, many Nigerians asked Deji Adeyanju to provide evidence that Lagos State has been sold by the APC chieftain. Below are some reactions to the statement made by Deji Adeyanju. Deji Adeyanju. Okunlola says, the opinion of Deji Adeyanju is personal and doesn't take away the right to vote and be voted for. It is a constitutional right for any Nigerian. The French Prime Minister was younger than Deji when he contested. Not too young to rule. I think he's too loaded to remain online critic since 2011. Ojo says, Deji, please be calming down. Flashback to the days of yellow buses in Lagos. This Tinubu changed all that. No more Moluel accident on the 3rd Mainland Bridge. He insisted every commercial vehicle must have plastic dustbin in the bus. This was the beginning of Clean Up Lagos that we see today. Tinubu or Osinbajo, they are both our sons. Kingsley says, praise singers and sycophants that will soon turn wailers until their handouts are finished. Plus, let's be more patriotic, pragmatic, and objective in making the right leadership decision this time around. We don't need to catastrophic mistake because of sentiment. Austin says, what will Tinubu do with the money? Who are you supporting for 2023? That will help to know the response to give you. Even with your claim, Lagos is the most prosperous state in Nigeria. Tinubu laid the foundation, politics apart. Gabo says, this is something we already know about, which is the reason we better subscribe for Osinbajo for our next president. I am not in support of candidates from the same faith. After all, Tinubu is not fit. It has been speculated he has health issues. Christopher says Tinubu and Atiku are mostly the same. Anything you accuse Tinubu of, Atiku is equally guilty of that same thing. Old age, corruption, etc. Except you have a better person out there that has the muscle to win election in the Nigerian compromise system. So allow everyone their right to choose their poison carefully. Obiora says, it's better to divide this country. Let all of us go our separate ways. How can someone in his right senses campaign for Tinubu to be president of this country? The same way they campaign for Buhari. When will you people get a sense? What is Tinubu at his age going to do? Deji Adeyanju on Thursday alleged that APC chieftain Bola Ahmed Tinubu sold Lagos State and now is planning to sell Nigeria if he is allowed to become the president of Nigeria in 2023. Sahara reporters revealed that Deji Adeyanju made the statement days after the APC chieftain declared interest in contesting the 2023 presidential election. Despite the big allegations made by Deji Adeyanju, many Nigerians asked Deji Adeyanju to provide evidence that Lagos State has been sold by the APC chieftain. Below are some reactions to the statement made by Deji Adeyanju. Okulola says the opinion of Deji Adeyanju is personal and doesn't take away the right to vote and be voted for. It is a constitutional right for any Nigerian. The French Prime Minister was younger than Deji when he contested, not too young to rule. I think he's too loaded to maintain online critique since 2011. To my dear listeners, finally we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about.